next. Jadi anda boleh tahu benda ni dalam website ke. Jadi saya ingin menjemputlah salah seorang daripada pengguna kita yang telah pun mendapat keberkesanan dengan izin Allah. Saya ingin menjemput saudara Eugene. Saudara Eugene ada ke? Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam Ustaz.
Apa khabar? Apa khabar
Alhamdulillah.
Eugene?
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Tu nampak kepala pun dah nampak cerah sikit. Allah.
Cerah sikit.
Nak kata tak balik. Okey Eugene, boleh berkongsi dengan kita semua yang mendengar ni, apakah yang telah terjadi kepada Eugene yang boleh kita kongsikan secara ikhlas. Silakan Eugene.
Boleh. How much time do I have? Half an hour ke?
No. You got only 3 minutes. Okay, singkat je Eugene. You what stage you kena, and then apa yang you makan, dan berapa lama keberkesanan tu diperoleh oleh you. Silakan.
Okay, boleh. Thank you. I will just tell my story ya. Okay, Assalamualaikum semua. Just a very short one lah. I dalam bulan March tahun March ni 2021, end of March, dalam 25th of March, I was diagnosed with COVID. Because I rasa sesak nafas, I batuk, I ambil nafas je, I batuk, ambil nafas je, I batuk. So what I did was I went for the test and all that, memang positif. And then malam tu tak boleh bernafas. So I made the decision to call the ambulance lah. I call ambulance dalam pukul 12 malam. Dia sampai dalam pukul 4 pagi. Alright, and they straight away bila dia test my oxygen, dia terus ambil I, dia bawa I pergi ke hospital Sungai Buloh. Masa kat hospital Sungai Buloh, doktor dia ni lah, I mean they are very professional lah, they are very professional. Kita punya frontliners are fantastic ya. So dia buat the whole test again. Dia ambil blood test, dia ambil x-ray, dia nak ambil tengok lungs kita, and then dia buat sekali lagi yang whatever test tu lah, tapi sekarang ni dia buat test hidung dengan mulut. So dia confirm yang memang COVID positif COVID, and stage 5. Okay,
Masya Allah.
So when stage 5 tu, bila doktor tengok report tu, I dengar lah doktor dia tengah bercakap dekat luar kan, kita tak boleh nafas tapi boleh dengar kan. So kita dengar apa doktor tu cakap, dia kata puasakan dia means I said okay, this is not so good lah kan. Tapi I was at the emergency section. Then later on, I think dalam 4 jam lepas tu, dia bawa I masuk ICU. I was in ICU for 10 days. And first masuk ICU je, apa dia nak ambil daripada kita is kita punya handphone. So macam masuk jail kan, dekat US you masuk jail, you get one phone call kan. So for me pun sebelum dia ambil my phone, dia tanya I, you nak call siapa-siapa tak? Of course I call my wife lah kan. And the first thing when I call my wife, I know that alpha lipid ni memang is an immunity punya this COVID is dia punya enemy is kita punya immunity. Immunoglobulin kan. This is dia punya kita punya immunity is COVID punya enemy. Dia tak boleh hidup kalau kita punya immunity strong. Okay, or they cannot if kita punya immunity strong. So after I've been taking alpha lipid kan, sekian lama, of course the first thing that comes to mind when when immunity is concerned is of course alpha lipid lifeline. Okay, so what I did was I told my wife, please contact Rina, send me a new bottle, a new can. Pasal kita ada dekat rumah, tapi dekat rumah I nak tinggalkan untuk my wife. Pasal my wife pun positif juga, tapi dia tak adalah seteruk I. Dia
tak bergejala lah. Dia tak bergejala lah.
Ada dia bergejala tapi tak seteruk I. Okay, so dia dihantar ke Maib, tapi Maib 3 hari je. Alright, lepas tu dia lah. So the thing that I did when I first went into ICU was I minta supaya my wife tu bawa suruh Muharina untuk hantar alpha lipid to me in the ICU kan. Bila alpha lipid sampai, baru I ingat I tak boleh minum, tak boleh makan. Dia tak bagi. Right? So I cakap doktor tu, I say, doctor, can I please take this? This is only milk. I tak nak cerita kat dia lah colostrum lah whatever and things like that. I say this is only milk and I think it will help me. So the doctor tengok, dia baca sikit and things like that. I say okay lah, because kalau kita tidurkan you pun we will feed you with milk juga. with through the tube kan.
Allahu Akbar.
So I said okay, tak apa, I minum. Tapi as we all know, bila kita minum Alpha Lipid Lifeline ni setiap pagi breakfast drink, berapa scoop? Tuan
1.5 scoop lah di advise kan, 1.5 scoop ya.
I immediately minta shaker, kat sana ada Tupperware dia bagi, ada Tupperware untuk minum. I shake 3 scoop.
3 scoop ya.
3 scoop. Tapi I made that is 3 scoop my first drink. I took 3 scoop 3 times a day, which means I took 9 scoop.
Masya Allah. Tu dia. Okay.
And the beauty about it is the next day, dengan izin Allah lah kan. This is what brother Nick, kita always say dengan izin Allah. Yes, we use Alpha Lipid tapi dengan izin Allah. The next day when the doctor buat round dia untuk come and then dia baca my blood test and things like that kan. Firstly, dia nampak my
oxygen.
My white blood cells. My white blood cells dah mula ni. And my level 5 punya tahap level 5 tu dia tak worsen. Dia mula stable. Dia dah stable. Bila doktor tu ambil report the first word that came out daripada mulut dia tahu apa tak? Dia kata air. Air means like a good sign lah kan. Terus dia kata air, baca-baca, then he explain to me, then dia pusing bagi tahu nurse boleh bagi makan. That was of course
Allahu Akbar. After how many days, Eugene?
1 day. The next day. The following day, because kalau the following day I tak dikenakan, my level 5 tu tak stabilize, dah tentu ditidurkan dan diintubate.
Yeah.
So because the next day dia nampak yang ada improvement, so dia kata tak payah puasa, we won't intubate first unless it improve first. You know, so in the 10 days tu inilah 9 scoops a day.
Very good. Okay, thank you Jin. Thank you.
Jangan kedekut Alpha Lipid Lifeline kalau you ada gejala.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you.
All the best.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.